Guys, I'm going to walk you through the container. I'm going to show you a couple different things, but we'll start with just if you have one block and you're doing both sides and then you'd cut the pieces off. So this is not as detailed as some other things, but let's check it out. So if we go back with our rollback bar, I'm going to just start like this and kind of walk you through it. Okay, so we start out with this sketch and it's 3 by 3. So that is the same as the dimensions of the block that we're going to use. And then we're going to extrude it. And if you look at my extrude settings, I did 2 inches, but I did it symmetrical. So we're coming from the front plane in both directions. And I'm not sure that it really applies in the end, but I wasn't sure when we were cutting, we're cutting in both sides, if that would matter, the symmetry of it. So we went symmetrical. Next, we're going to do a sketch. And this sketch, we're going to draw the 6-sided piece right here, your polygon. And you're going to dimension it from the center point to the bottom, 1.25. And again, we're in inches if you're wondering. So 3 inches, 2 inches, 1.25 inches, 6 sides, and then hit check. We're going to go ahead and extrude that. And we're going to extrude it 0.75 inches in, because we're cutting away from the block. There's like the add-on additive versus subtractive, right? So this is our subtractive design here. So we're going to cut that away. Then sketch 3, we're going to go ahead and do an offset. So this here, we're going to offset that. We're drawing on this plane, this front face here, and we're going to offset it 0.125. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to extrude that that little edge away. So we're cutting it out, cutting it down. So we'll go here just so you can see it. So we're going in 0.25. Now sketch 4. Again, 0.125. We're going in again. We're doing an offset. Then we're going to extrude and cut this out. So extrude, remove, and again 0.5. So you're going in. So you can see now you've created that little base, that little piece, right? I think that's the top actually. How did I say that? Because it's smaller. So the last thing we did was fillet the outside corner. So that'll come into play later, and that fillet is 0.188. So that is kind of a weird dimension, but it goes along later with fitting the other piece together. Now, you're going to go ahead and work on the other side. So you can rotate around. And now we're working on this side. And you'll see that I drew all of this all in one shot. So let's see what we got here. We projected, so projects right here, right? Project, convert, this, this, and this. So we projected everything that we drew from the other sketch. You may have to turn it on over to here. Then I took an offset of 0.05 onto this, and that gives you that new curve, and it gives you the cut curve here and gives you everything you need in order for it to fit nicely together. So our gap is going to be 0.05. So again, we projected onto this plane, onto this other side. So you can see all my little projects popping up, right? So that's this here. Click on this, pick that sketch that you had on the other side, all the things that you could see on the other side. Bring it over and then do your offset 0.05. So now that we have all of that, we can turn that on. We can extrude out that first piece. So let me just turn that on so you can see where we're at. So we were extrude, remove just the outside, and we're going to go down 0.75. Okay, we're almost there. And then we're going to go and extrude, including that little section that we added. right? That's getting added in. And then finally our last extrude is that just that interior part goes away. Okay, so if we were to do this, we would flip it in the mill. We would do one, then flip it over to the other side of the mill, and then cut it on a bandsaw after. And so you'd end up with two flat pieces. I did put two together just so you can see what would happen and kind of cut it. Obviously we wouldn't have two. We would have the top and the bottom. But I just kind of messed around with like how they would fit together so you could see how that works and what's going on. As far as, it would come down and it would fit nicely. So it does look like it would cut nice if you decided this would be the top and this would be the bottom. So all this other stuff would cut away because it would be a completely different piece, So there you go. So if you build that, you're good to go. It's a single block little case.